Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to episode 60 of Reynolds Reviews. And on today's episode, we're going to see if this plus this really equals this. Cue the match. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, this week I've been conducting a small experiment here on Reynolds Reviews. Now, over the years I've watched various different YouTubers use hydrogen peroxide on their vintage Star Wars vehicles and figures. Now, they've usually have different levels of results, and I'm always quite sceptical. You know, I often watch these videos and think, does this really work as well as what it appears? And would it work for me if I tried it? And I always think it won't, because I am quite sceptical and quite negative that way at times. But yeah, I know Jack over at Django Unbrained used this on his vintage Millennium Falcon, and that looks fantastic now, with amazing results. Looks crisper and brighter than it's probably ever been. But if you don't know the channel, guys, Jack over at Django Unbrained, fantastic young lad, quite new to YouTube, so give him some support. He's got an amazing collection, a mixture of vintage Star Wars and modern as well. So check his channel out. I will leave a link in the description below. But yeah, so I watch these videos and I often wonder if it works as well as what it appears now. I've got quite a few troops. It often applies to Imperial troops, so Stormtroopers, Scout Troopers, Snow Troopers. They often go yellow over time. And I've got a few in my cases that really do need some love and attention. And they need to be brought back to being displayable again. So I thought I would try this week. The three figures have got different levels of discoloration, so I want to just see what sort of results we get. So let's go take a look at the figures and I'll show you a little bit more about what I'm talking about. Okay, so there we go. Now, I don't know how well this is coming through on camera, because my camera does tend to make things look whiter and brighter than they actually are. But these are the three figures I'm going to use. As you can see, different levels of discoloration. So the Stormtrooper is just, I don't know if you can tell, is just starting to go. It's still quite white and probably displayable, but you can just see he's starting to yellow. Again, I don't know how well this is coming through on camera, but so yeah. So then we've got Scout Trooper, as you can see. Now he's actually okay apart from his chest. Now I do find it interesting what actually dictates what yellows on these figures and what doesn't. Now I'm assuming whatever has been exposed to the chest of this figure must have been exposed to the rest of the figure. So why is only the chest gone yellow? I really do find this sort of thing interesting. I'd love to know why it's only affected the chest, whatever it's been exposed to, and not everything else. But and then of course the last one, which as you can see is pretty much yellow everywhere. So I've purposely picked these three figures because they're different levels of discoloration, and I just want to see if we get different levels of results, basically. Just how good can this stuff work and how white can it get them. Now I'm hoping the Stormtrooper, it will work well, because it's not a huge amount of discoloration, so I'm hoping it will bring that back to be nice and white, nice and displayable. The Scout Troopers, I'm not so sure. Obviously the one in the middle, as it's only the chest, I'm hoping that if it can improve it good enough to again allow me to display it, because the rest of it is nice and white. And then obviously the one on the far left, I'm not holding out huge amounts of hope for, but hopefully if it works well, then I'll be able to display them all. But yeah, let's go see how I got on, and we'll look at the results at the end. Okay, so there we go, and if I'm honest, I feel this has been a huge success. I mean, I think you'll agree, whilst they're not perfect, they are far better than how they started and much more displayable now. I mean, let's just take a quick look at the before and after. Now, I think that's a huge difference. I actually thought the Stormtrooper would come out the best. Now, I don't know if there looks to be a huge amount of difference in those pictures. I can assure you there is. But yeah, obviously the middle biker Scout, again, you can see he's not quite perfect, but a huge difference from how he started. So again, far more displayable. And then the guy on the left, I'm really impressed with that one because he is virtually cleaned up everywhere, and I really wasn't expecting that to be the case. So yeah, really pleased with the outcome. Let's just take a quick look on camera. So again, I don't know how well this is coming through, but you can see much whiter, still a glimpse of that yellow in, but much better than he started. This guy, I mean, he was okay, his limbs were okay. So, but again, his chest, I mean, you can still see it is slightly yellow, but far, far better than how we started. And again, much more displayable. And that was the purpose of this. You know, I didn't expect to get them perfectly white, but just good enough to be able to display again, and they certainly are. And again, this guy, look, he was completely yellow everywhere. As you can see now, much more displayable. So yeah, successful experiment. If you've got any white sort of Imperial figures at home and they've gone yellow, I would definitely recommend you do this for the sake of, I think, £2.20 for 2 bottles. Now obviously if you want to do any vehicles, it's going to cost you significantly more because you need to get more hydrogen peroxide. But if you've just got some Imperial figures that need some whitening, I would definitely recommend this. Fantastic results, like I say, not perfect, but certainly makes your figures much more displayable. So yeah, there we go. But we're not going to wrap up yet. Stick around because we are now going to go take a look at who is the 300 subscriber giveaway winner. Okay, so here we go. Now I just want to say a big thank you to everybody that took the time to watch and comment on the room tour. I mean, look at the amount of names on that wheel. Whether you're a new viewer, existing viewer, it doesn't matter. Fantastic response. Thank you to everybody that has watched. I cannot believe how many names are on that wheel. And that's just one segment for each person, so that just shows you how many times people commented. So thank you, everybody. But without further ado, let's see who's the winner. And the winner is Gavin Hind, or is it Hind? Sorry, Gavin, if I'm killing your surname there. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but congratulations to Gavin. Commiserations, everybody else. Better luck next time. There will be another draw once I get to 400 subs, but I'm a while away from that yet. But again, well done, Gavin. Let's go take a look at what you've won. And there we go, Gavin. So that is what you have won. You have won the 40th anniversary Black Series Death Squad Commander and Princess Leia. Well done, Gavin. Commiserations, like I said, everybody else. Better luck next time. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Jump into the comments, Gavin, and we'll arrange your details and I'll get these sent to you as soon as possible. So I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. If you're a new subscriber or new viewer, thank you for stopping by and giving me a shot. I really do appreciate it. If you're an existing subscriber and viewer, thank you for sticking with me. Please leave any comments or questions in the comment section below. I do reply to everybody. And as always, keep collecting, and I'll see you next time. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, this week I've actually been conducting an experiment.